In this video I'm gonna teach you how to make a light stroke reveal in After Effects. You can download this project file in the description down below. Making a new tutorial for each day of the year, day 60 of 365. The first thing we have to do, very important, is to recompose this image, this logo. We have to do this because if we don't do this, the effect will not work. So just recompose, select this option, move all attributes, and now we have to trace our logo with the pen tool. So we have to make a mask, trace it like this. Try to make the line to go in the middle of this stroke of your logo. So don't close this mask, just make another point here and move it like over here, like if it was closed. And first we are going to start with this outer line. Later we are going to make this other line and this point. So now we have to add the effect stroke. And here select all mask. Here you have to select reveal original image. So now our stroke will reveal the logo. Now decrease the spacing to 0 and increase the brush size until the whole line is revealed. Now we have to animate the stroke. Make a keyframe here for end, bring it to 0, move forward, and now bring it to 100. Now you will see we have this, but at the beginning I want this to be a point, to be just a stationary point. So we are going to move these two keyframes a little forward, and here in the first keyframe of end we are going to set something like 0.1, so we can only see this little bit of the logo. We are going to add the effect roughen edges, so it will have like a scale up, and now we have to decrease the fractal influence to 0. We don't need that. And here at the beginning of the composition, make a keyframe for border. Increase this until you cannot see that point anymore. Press U to see all the keyframes, and now go here at the end and set the border to 0. So now we will have this. It's smoother like that. And now it's time to add the lights. So we have to add the effect CC light rays. Go to the mask path, so press M, select the mask path and copy with Ctrl C. Now here in CC light rays you have to double click the center to see it here in the timeline. First let's go to the first keyframe of this stroke, double click the center, select the center and paste with Ctrl V. Now you will already have this mask path. This is why I told you to make a composition, because if you don't make the composition, this path position will be all messed up. Now that we have this, let's ease the keyframes. So select the last keyframe of center, go to the graph editor, double click the point here, and here in the influence of the left we are going to set 70, so it will be east like this way. Do the same thing with the stroke keyframe at the end. Go to the graph editor, double click, influence to 70, and now let's make the same thing here at the beginning. This is the keyframe with F9, go to the graph editor, double click, and now this time instead of the left we're going to make the right. Set 70, hit OK, and do the same thing with the center here. This is with F9, double click, influence to 70. So now we have this animation. It's really smooth, this animation, and you can see here the light is a little weird. You can see like this black spot here. So to fix that we have to select here the light rays effect and decrease the radius until you cannot see that anymore. Okay, we have this done, and now we have to animate the intensity of the light, so the light will appear and disappear. First go here to the beginning, make a keyframe for intensity and set to 0. Now go to this keyframes forward, increase the intensity until you have the desired light intensity you want, and grab both keyframe and ease them. Now it will appear. Go forward, here a little forward of the middle, make a keyframe for intensity, and instead of here at the end, make it like over here, a little early in time, and set the intensity to 0. We will have this animation. We have this line already animated. Now we have to animate the other line. Let's duplicate this composition with Ctrl D, and first go to the mask, press M, and we have to delete this mask. You have to disable the stroke effect to see the logo, and we're going to make another mask. So grab the pen tool with G and start tracing this other part. Make sure to be right in the middle of the line and don't close this path. Adjust it a little bit. Now we have to press U to see all the keyframes. Go here in this part, press M to see the mask path, copy the mask path, and now here in center you have to delete these previous keyframes and paste the new mask path with Ctrl V. You can enable the stroke effect again, and we have to easy this again. So go to the end, easy with F9, go to the graph editor, double click, select the selection tool with P and double click. Let's change the influence to 70. Do the same thing in the beginning. This is with F9, graph editor, double click, and change the other side to 70. And now we will have these effects. So if you want this line animation to go in the other way, you have to select the center keyframes, right click, go to keyframe assistant, and select time reverse keyframes. This will make the light ray go to the other way. Do the same thing with the end, right click, keyframe assistant, and time reverse keyframes. We have to increase the start to 100%. So now it will work. There you have it. I'm going to offset this layer a little bit. Let's make the last element of the logo, that is the little point. So duplicate this, delete the mask, press M to see the mask and delete it. Disable the stroke effect, make a little mask here. This will be a stray mask like this. Enable the stroke, go here to the beginning, delete these keyframes. Select the mask path with Ctrl C copy, select the center and paste it with Ctrl V. And if you have this error that this part appears in just one keyframe, you have to decrease the end until it already appears. So now it will be more smoothly. Also, you can grab all the keyframes and holding Alt make this animation faster, and I'm gonna move this a little forward in time. That's all for today's tutorial. Join Animation Essentials in the link in the description and become a confident animator. You can download this project file in the description down below, and I'll see you in the next tutorial. See ya!